Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more CK3 I got. Here today on the channel, we're going to be playing as Jon Snow, Aegon Targaryen in Season 8. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. So, it's going to be a little bit tricky to set up this game with just using the normal mod. So, we're going to have to go into the settings and get around it. As Jon is technically unlanded, same with Arya here. So we're going to have to load in as Sansa, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to set up and play as Jon. So in this time period, Jon has been sent north after getting rid of Daenerys. Sansa now sits in Winterfell, and for this run, I'm going to add Jon to the court, and we're going to be making that he's been resurrected, but this is a different Jon. It's not going to be like show boring Season 8 Jon. Even Tyrion was so boring in the later seasons of Game of Thrones too. So I always sort of thought in the books that once Jon comes back when he's resurrected, that he's a different character. He loses a piece of himself and is a little bit more erratic, violent, and has more of his Targaryen nature. So we will have to expose the secret so that everyone knows that he is a Targaryen. And then we've got a decision who to marry him off to. So now the secret has been exposed. He is Jon Targaryen. I also found it weird in the books, in the show too, that he was Aegon, not like Jaehaerys or... I don't know, that would have been better named. So we need to find a potential marriage for Sansa. So there's a fair few options, but we also can marry Jon to Sansa. It was always weird in the show that Sansa became Queen in the North anyway. So what we're going to do in this run is we're going to combine the claims. They were raised as siblings. I know, it's weird, but in Westeros, marrying your cousin is just not out of the ordinary. So then what we're going to do is transfer all the claims from Sansa to Jon so we can properly play as him. So Jon Targaryen is going to marry his cousin Sansa Stark. Now as you can see, we can play as King Jon. And in the north, which is now free and independent. It was always quite weird too that they decided to go with Jon Snow the White Wolf over Sansa to begin with. Alright, so we can use our personal coat of arms, which is nice. And then we've got Bran and his hive mind down there. So I can, I'm going to need to take all the realm too. So this is the way you, for all intensive purposes, do it. Debug wise without just having a Jon Snow mod, so it's a little bit annoying to overall move it around, but this is the best way to do it. And Sansa doesn't mind me even though we just usurped her. So we've got a lot of titles here. For some reason Sansa's got a ridiculous amount. And then we can also get the claims back in River Run. So normally this would be done in like a mod that you can download, but with the Season 8 mod, this is how you do it. So, for whatever reason, we've got the title in Bear Island. So there are some Mormonts left of the Alisane line. So we've got Mage, the second Mormont, granddaughter, Jor, Lyanna died too, after the Battle of Winterfell. So, I suppose we give it to Jor, the great nephew of the old bear. So he's wandering now, which is weird. So maybe I need to, maybe I just give it to Mage then. This is another thing too. We've got a bunch of titles that we need to give out because a Mormont should hold Bear Island. So I can't like invite them. Okay, so I can invite him to my court. Then for roleplay purposes, we'll give it to him. At the end of the day, this is still an experimental mod. But that makes sense to give Jor Mormont Bear Island back. I don't know, yeah, why we even have that title. It's just a bit bizarre. Okay, then we've got the Hornwood issues. Oh yeah, because this is like the book thing, is there's Lawrence, there's like who owns Hornwood? Does it go to the Tall Heart or does it goes to the Snow? Lawrence Snow. I think I might give it to him because there's all like there's all the Lady Dustin and then the Hornwood lands and Ramsay and stuff. They just like got rid of that in the books in the end. So do we give it to Lady Hornwood? It's the Tall Hearts having the disagreement too. Everyone's imprisoned by the Ironborn still. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add Lawrence Snow to court. And then I can't like pay the ransom because he's stuck under Ironborn control. I still might be able to give him those titles though. Once we sort out the money. Okay, so we'll pay for his ransom. And then we'll grant him those lands. And I'll legitimize Lawrence Snow too. Because that would be a very John thing to do. If I can do that. I am a king at the end of the day. And then we'll try and bring the dragons back. And then probably try and sit on the Iron Throne. Okay, so then we've got the Dreadfort too. House Bolton has been eradicated. So I don't even know. Like, looking so far back... there's just like no Bolton intertwining. So I'm not entirely sure who I even give it to. Okay, there was a Stark line there, but it seems like it died out. And then we go back to the eldest Bolton, Royce Bolton of the Dreadfort, probably a vampire. Okay, so maybe we give it to the Karstarks. We've got Alice Karstark here. Cregan's still in prison. Arnulf is still alive, so we've still got that line too. So maybe we give the lands in and around the Dreadfort too. Like Benjen Karstark. And then maybe we give some of these smaller castles, because there's still just so many Karstarks. Because at the end of the day, House Stark is nearly died out. Same with House Aaron, same with House Tully. And we've got no Starks coming in just yet. And then like Brandon Karstark can have the small castle holding there. Yeah, like there's just so many of them. Rickard Karstark, the younger, 19. I think that makes sense. Granting out these smaller titles. We also have Moat Cailin too, which I wonder is still being held by like 200 archers maybe. John Karstark too. Arthur Karstark. There's just still so bloody many of them. These are the ones that went north after Rickard's dead. They probably supported the Boltons anyway. They're quite close there. Carhold and Karstark lands border with the Boltons, so I think that makes sense rather than giving it to the Hornwoods. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Alright, so we'll legitimize myself because I am a king at the end of the day. King John II Targaryen. There hasn't been a first Targaryen, has there? Anyway, we've been legitimized. That's always a bit weird, you can legitimize yourself. But there are hardly any Targaryens left. There's only the Bright Flames in the far east. So I'm compassionate, brave, just, a brilliant strategist. That's a absolute laugh. Legitimized now, still scarred from Ygritte. And I am claiming to be the son of Rhaegar. And Sansa has all those Tully lands too. So hopefully we can rebuild House Stark. So Bran is currently down in the Crown lands. He has King's Landing. So I could actually do my rightful claim. But maybe we need to build back up. Oh yeah, let's move some of those vassal ships stuff too. And maybe we find a clutching of eggs in the Winterfell crypts. So that Jon can bring back the dragons. Oh, actually, to be fair, Drogon is still somewhere. Maybe with Daenerys' body, but they're still long gone. So maybe I can bond with Balerion. But yeah, maybe Jon can't get a dragon again, like lore-wise, because he bonded with Rhaegal. Anyway, let's go with strategic focus. And now that we've set up this campaign. Okay, so I'm going to request a maester from the Citadel. Hopefully we can get Sam. Let's increase our crown authority too. So Jon is king in the north, along with Sansa. So we've the queen in the north. So we've combined those both claims. Now we need to sit free and independent. Let's hope Bran doesn't try to subjugate us. I guess I could have given the Locks the Dreadfort, because they have had Bolton ties in the past. But it's always tricky playing in the north, especially when you declare your independence. You're just so far north, and it's hard to move armies around. Oh yeah, let's bring Howland Reed to be our seer. I might even get him to officiate our coronation too, because Jon is still technically uncrowned. Still believe in the old gods, still believe in the Northmen. I can convert to the Wolf's Clan, no. So maybe we can't go High Valyrian. Let's put the Stark banner up. I can't put the Seat of Winterfell there because maybe I need to reclaim it. Okay. That's slightly annoying. It's because I was wandering before. Okay, so let's try and scrape the barrel. We want to try and increase the Northern Army. We probably could, request a loan from the Iron Bank. That's a really good idea because what we want to do is get enough for a coronation. Oh, great. So it looks like the Ironborn are still trying to raid us. Same with the Harlaws, so that's something to deal with. So let's get coronated as quickly as possible in Winterfell. And let's make the officiant Harland Reed, because he knows firsthand that Jon is the son of Rhaegar and Lyanna. He was there at the Tower of Joy. Harland Reed is so bizarre in the books. Oh, there's Mira too. She's still alive. Jojen Pace looks like it hasn't happened. But yeah, supposedly Ned Stark's best friend is still hiding out in the neck. Oh, we could use the Crown of Winter, the Crown of the Red Dragon. I'm gonna go with Aegon's crown, the Crown of Fire and Blood. I think that makes sense. The Song of Ice and Fire, even though I don't believe in the prophecies, we're gonna try and take King's Landing with might rather than divine rule. But Sansa's pregnant, which is good. The sacking of Flint's Finger. So, unfortunately, Yara Greyjoy, or Usher Greyjoy, still has her alliance with the Lannisters, which is interesting. It will be interesting to see if Euron actually marries Cersei in the books. So we're going to go march down and deal with that. Because there are some close family trees and ties with the Westerman and Ironborn. Okay, nice. So the coronation is still continuing. Let's march south to Flint's Finger and throw back the Ironborn from whence they came. Just speeding on here through the coronation. Nice. So Sansa and Jon have had a son. Maybe we call this son Aegon Targaryen. I'm not entirely sure if I like the name of that. Maybe we name him Jaehaerys. Yeah, so the future king, Jon Jaehaerys. I think that makes sense. Okay, still can't put an army in. Maybe because we're still dealing with the coronation. But 13,000 Ironborn should be able to get pushed back that are actively raiding against 21,000 Northerners about to storm down. But you'd think at this time period the Northern Army is just absolutely smashed. Oh, the true rulers of the Seven Kingdoms. For generations. Oh no. A threat shall be realized. I care not for what my ancestors did. So I get to hold on to my claim. I'm surprised I don't have an alliance with Bran, seeing I'm married to his sister. I get my claim for Dragonstone, the High Lordship, so let's keep that. Same with the paramountcy of the Crown Lands too. It just depends if my brother Aegon will rock up. Okay, nah, right. So the coronation has ended, and now we can run down the Ironborn. I just crushed Asha there. I just want to try and stop them from running. Oh, they're going to be able to get back with the loot, I think. It's annoying. Yeah, so they got away. Yep, raid loot recovered. But here is Jon, wielding Longclaw. I wish it was Blackfire. So I was trying to see if Mance Rayder's son is still alive. He is. And I wonder if I can maybe just get more children. So obviously Val was a potential princess. I could have married 2 instead of Sansa, but that wouldn't give me the claim in the north. So maybe I invite Val, and she's got some fantastic traits, and maybe just try and get more children with her. Because essentially at the end of the day, we need to grow House Targaryen. So maybe we just let Jon try and have as many children as we can. Oh, she's super far north. But it's like, no, Jon wouldn't have a bastard. He would never. Well, he did have a relationship with Ygritte, and more than certainly could have sired a child. There's even the claim he could have been a kinslayer if she was pregnant. But Jon is just a bit of a hypocrite at the end of the day. So, and this is not good Jon. This is reborn Jon, if anything. So let's try and have a child with Val, the Wildling Princess. Oh yeah, there's also Alice Karstark too, but she's married to a Thenn now. We could have potentially had a child with her too. There's plenty of options after Daenerys that Jon could marry. Okay, the Court of Vipers. Alright, let's continue to try and persuade her. So she's now moving. There is all those fanfics with Val too. Okay, so she's now coming over. Might be a holy warrior. My scheme has been discovered. Doesn't matter. The more Targaryens, the better, hopefully. Alright, let's get down to strategic focus. Oh, the Iron Bank loan's due. It's just a bit tricky because the north is just so poor. Val will be mine. Okay, so like a Scargosi knows. So be it. He might be into that. They still practice right at the first night there. And are probably allied with the others, and we'll have a whole bunch of stuff. Sansa's quite unhappy. Understandable. We'll just let Sansa suck it up. We're trying to bring back the Targaryen dynasty, sweetie. How do you think that's going to happen? Okay. The problem is she's in Skargos. Oh no, she died. How? She did have a son though. Alena Snow. Oh, that's my daughter then, I reckon. Raised to nobility. Oh, because she, can't say who's the child was. I think it's because they were traveling by boat. That's usually quite treacherous in this mod for whatever reason. Okay, so... yeah. And Bethany died too. Interesting. So Jaehaerys is 2. Sansa just isn't having enough children with me for some reason. Maybe we try and bring Mira Reed up too. I'm just trying to get with a bunch of the noble women in the north. So let's try and do that. Because Sansa and I are just having a severe lack of children. Nice. Had a daughter, Lyanna. Let's call her that. Lyanna Targaryen. They seem to be looking more Stark-like too. Well, that's another thing too. Not so much in the show, but in the books, like... Kat is really, really worried that her children won't be accepted by the Northerners. Because they just don't look like Starks at all. They look so much like Tullys. So maybe that's another thing too. That Jon was accepted just because of his looks. And that he's male. Right, so we've managed to bring in Mira Reed too. Nice. A swollen belly, so that'd be mine. Oh no. Wyman Manderley. Lord Lamprey Pie is dead. It's unfortunate. Okay, let's try and increase the army of the Winter Wolves. Some of our best and veteran soldiers. Of uncertain stock. Benya Snow. That child will be mine. Why are they all dying though? That's so bizarre. So we've got another child here. So looks like Jon is just very much bringing the dragon seeds back in the north. Jaehaerys is now 4. Yeah, died in childbirth. That's so annoying. It's happened to 3 of them. I've had another daughter, so we'll name her Catelyn. Oh, here we go. Aegon invades. Is he Fagon, or do I consider him my brother? So he's saying he's Young Griff at 28. Damn. He's going to be bringing down Bran. I guess we support Bran because he was raised as my brother, even though he's, for all intents and purposes, a cyborg. Or part of the hive mind. Okay, so yeah, I suppose we back Bran. Oh wait, Bronn and the Martells are supporting him. Tyrion, Hand of the King, isn't. Got 3 children now. Yeah, but Aegon is, yeah, dead there. Interesting. So, is he a Blackfire? Is he a Bright Flame? Is he the son of Illyrio or Varys? Who knows? Does Varys shave his head because he's Targaryen? Maybe. Is Dany who she says she is, or is she just some random girl? The more I hear about that theory and more I think about it, it is good that, I think it's a good one that Daenerys is not who she says she is, or... It's going to be interesting once she shows up and Aegon's sitting on the throne and she has to deal with him. If we ever get wins or a Dream of Spring, which is not happening. Oh wow, okay, so Bran lost. He was just straight up imprisoned by Aegon. Yeah, and now he's here, claiming to be my brother. That's the thing too, is who's older? Is it Aegon or me? I guess it is Aegon. So he would be in line, yeah. Because there's a whole thing about, like, they don't actually know who's older, Jon or Rob. And it seems like Jon could very well be older, but then that brings to the claim. I don't believe that it's him. I could marry my daughter to him. It's just complicated. And I do have my own claims that I could press. It's just tough. Okay, so the Martells seem to support him. Manfred. Then we've got Gendry. Bronn. Tyrion's imprisoned by Fagon, even though you met him in the books. Oh, Edmure rules the Riverlands. Harold Harding rules the Vale. So Robert Arryn died. Huh. And a bunch of his children are there. Yara rules. And then we are still free and independent. The thing is, he's allowing me to be king in the north. Learn Valyrian language from him. Can't make an alliance outright. I can declare war on him. We have grown by 3,000. My dear brother, is with great honor that you participate in my coronation. I will send someone in my place, or I guess I'll go. Wait, Bran got released. So where's he now? Dragonstone. Interesting. And Aegon's married a Royce. Got another scheme against Sansa there. So there will be old God's blood on the Iron Throne via the Royce. Alright, so I tried to get more children, but I don't know if it seems to be working now. Maybe it was Sansa's doing, getting rid of them. Oh, Torment dies. No. Sansa's now pregnant again. Good. It took her a little while, but now she's having heaps. Kyle Targaryen. That's so weird. I guess we go with like Rhaegar. Or like Aegon in the future for naming schemes. Yeah, so Bran is still alive. Okay, so Aegon has had a son with the Royce Aegon. Okay, so we're getting back to amicable relations with Sansa. Nice, one of my children found a gem. Queen Alysanne Royce. So maybe he's gonna make a claim for the Vale in the end. The Targs like loosely have some Arryn blood. Through Rhaenyra, of course. I could get this marriage done. Oh, they're actually going to accept it matrilineally because we're both of House Targaryen. So combining Jon and Aegon's claims is probably not a bad idea. At the end of the day, my kids are looking more Stark, and not so much the archetype Targaryen. Look like they're more like Baelor Breakspear's children. I could look to try and get rid of Aegon. I just don't know how overall successfully we're gonna be. Looks like I might be able to convince Richard Hawpe of the Kingsguard. Unicorns on Skargos. Interesting. I was talking about that before. Oh. Sansa's had a daughter, Eddara. Is that really the female wording of Eddard? We'll call her Rhaella, because we want more Targaryen naming schemes. Would it be like... Oh, I don't know. Edwin? Is that the female version? We need a new hand of the king too. Let's go with Jor Mormont. Oh, the scheme against Aegon has unfortunately been discovered, even though we've got a lot of Kingsguard members. Yeah, I just think in these like recent patches and updates, it's just so hard to take out the Crowned King of Westeros. Even if you have Kingsguard members on your side, like 2 should be more than enough. Okay, so I think now it's probably time to give out some of those eggs. So roleplay wise, Jon has now found a clutching of dragon eggs in Winterfell in the crypts. There's also like a theory that the marriage certificate, let's say, or like there's a tablet inscribed with his name and birth and parents and various Targaryen artifacts too. So let's make sure we give all of these children dragon eggs. Aegon could have very well taken some too. To be fair, Balerion's still about, so there are dragons still in the world. But let's give a clutching to all of Jon's children. If not, we're not going to have dragons born in the world. But Jon has hatched a dragon. What should we call it? Like Winterfire? That's a pretty good name. Or like Ghostfire? Maybe that's like the naming scheme we do. After Ghost, he's dragon. Yeah, Ghostfire. So the dragons are now back. And Ghostfire is now Jon's little old pet dragon. Yeah, and it was from Balerion. Did I say Balerion? I meant Drogon. Well, Balerion there, Drogon before. We've also got Benya Snow, Mira Reed's daughter, who is one of my children too. So we'll make sure we give her a dragon egg, along with Val's children too. Or child. Yes, this is like my daughter with Val. Make sure my dragon seed girls have children too. Okay. My son is now a dragon, like Winterfire. Spell it like normally. Nice. So all my children are starting to have dragons. Lyanna, who is married to Aegon's son. So dragons are now back hatching in the world. Maybe I call him Maker. Sansa's had another child. Yeah, let's go Maker. Man, the Targaryens have so many cool names. Yeah, so they all look like Starks though. Jaehaerys has finally had a dragon. Nice. Rename it to like Winter Frost. That was another cool name. These dragons are of the north. And we just need to wait for them to grow. And we've brought back House Targaryen and their dragon riding capabilities. Oh, interesting. Yes, so even my illegitimate children are having dragons too. That'd be so cool that there'd be like a swamp dragon. I could even break that betrothal too. I'm nearly tempted to do so, because I don't want to give a dragon to Aegon. So maybe we do that, and then we combined Jaehaerys and, yeah, Lyanna's claims. Especially when they both have dragons. We want to try and now keep the dragon riding ability. Okay, Sierra Targaryen, like Sierra Seastar. Interesting. Okay, let's arrange that to go through then properly. I guess Catelyn and Rhaegar, yeah. And Rayella and Maekar. So there's nearly a... Yeah, well there is. It's a pigeon pair for all three of them. The Ironborn are still raiding. Do they know that, like, Jon has a dragon? It's not rideable just yet or can't be tamed, but... Okay, so they're raiding up the coast now. They've actually come closer to me and... So annoying that the Ironborn just continually raid the north. Nice. We've managed to recover that loot that got taken. Old god cannibalism. Let's feast. Oh god. We really are going evil. Maybe because he's been resurrected. This is like evil Jon. Oh, they're all cannibals. A Valyrian cannibal dragon riding house in the north. Oh my god. Just being like full on messed up. King Jon. The Devourer. And that wasn't named because of his dragon. Definitely gives them more magic, eh? Okay, let's call this son Balon after Balon the Brave. Or Breakspear. You do actually get some bonuses to for being that. I guess I could marry Balon to, yeah, the girl I had with Mira Reed, Benya Reed. Oh, Jon's ill. Oh yeah, so yeah, she is of, wait, she's of Crannogman, but yeah, there is now a swamp dragon. Must have been mistaken before, but cool. Man, a dragon hidden in the neck would be crazy. Yeah, maybe it's not like Crannogman. Oh, hang on. Iron Throne Force Vassalization. Where'd this come from? Wait, Aegon just like attacked me? Who are the criminals? Why? Oh, because of the... Oh, I don't know why. I want to pardon all my children though. Maybe because we're partaking in... yumminess of the flesh, I guess. Okay, so Aegon's at war with me. Cool. Let's station the Winter Wolves and throw back my supposed brother. The longer we delay, the better, because we're going to have access to a whole multitude of dragons. We have managed to grow the Stark army by a good 6,000. We definitely have the numbers now. We've grown back the Stark army since the Red Wedding. The thing is, like, after like a Clash of Kings, like the Northern Army's just been absolutely destroyed. Okay, so here comes the army pushing up the neck. Oh damn, there's 40,000 of them though. But if he's going to do that, maybe we let him get taken out by the bog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit there with 25,000 Northerners in Moat Cailin. Like, I would say it's nearly impossible to realistically, for them to realistically take it. Okay, so the longer we wait, the bigger our dragons get. Nice. Have another daughter, Sansa. Sierra. Got the Blackwood, we've got Dane blood. Rhaenyra. Maybe I just go... yeah, let's call her Visenya. Why not? Okay, so... he seems to be just committing further military forces into the bog. Well, we'll just let them get taken out by the swamp and nonsense. Crannogman and whatnot. They haven't lost as much as I would like, though. Looks like Lady Winfred is actually pretty good. Only 2,000, jeez. Jaehaerys has now come of age, which is fantastic. How Manderly Spymaster is doing well. Once the dragons are already enabled, we'll go. Okay, yeah, they're starting to take more attrition now, which is fantastic. %. Okay, so now it's dropped down. Look at that, like 7,000 as they push further westward into the Crannogman Bog. To be fair, we've lost 5,000 too, but we're going to have something they don't have. Dragons. So, 3 years Aegon's trying to make his way up the bog. Like, if I move back to Winterfell, would that change things? Maybe. More plots and schemes discovered. Yeah, so, hang on. If we see... yeah, look at this. We're going to be able to replenish and repair quite quickly. 45% now. Yeah, unfortunately we can't legitimize those. I guess we could maybe discover their secrets. 48% not in my favor. That's fine because we are waiting for our dragons to grow. Lyanna's now come of age. 67%. Oh, nice. Wait, is that Jaehaerys? Oh, he's grown a crazy beard. He was looking nearly bald. That is the future of House Targaryen. Okay, so Winterfire's growing too. Okay, Strategist has now been unlocked. Jon is now 42. The realm is at war with who? Wait, what? Who's Mage Stark? Oh, because Bran was in... wait, what? Oh, so Bran's dead, but he had a son with a daughter with a Buckwell? Well, that's bizarre. She's 11. So, Bran didn't green C for C this. Oh, and because we're attacked, we've got some additional reinforcements coming. Oh, and they're in Harrenhal too. Yeah, righto. Just sort of turtling at the moment. Oh wow, so we've got more additional reinforcements coming. Let's put Howland Reed as Hand of the King. Okay, so at 64% now, the dragons have grown up. And Ghostfire can now be tamed. So let's now ride Ghostfire, who's a 10-year-old dragon. It's been quite some time since John's ridden a dragon, but we should be able to now fly down the neck and deal with Aegon, who's failed to come up here, and stop this Iron Throne forced vassalization war. And maybe Aegon has convinced Bran's daughter to bring some forces in, or otherwise they're going to be dealt with. Here we go. Jon Snow takes to the sky on Ghostfire, named after his direwood pup, Dracarys. And we've got additional Northern reinforcements coming down too, because of that attack. Okay, so it looks like the Crown Land forces have been halved. Catelyn now comes of age. Nice. Wait, Usher Greyjoys just randomly came here. Oh yeah, look at this. We're about to absolutely crush them. Oh my god. Dracarys. Alright. Now we've dropped that minus 50% to 14 massively. Burn them all. Wait, Moon Boy is killed. No! A Bar Emmon dies. So be it. Nice, 57%. Funnily enough, because Bran's daughter holds Harrenhal, we might need to go burn Harrenhal for a second Sunder. Alright, so still a lot of Targaryen forces down here in the bog. That's the thing about the north. If you can just hold off like this time-wise, wars can fizzle out. Got another daughter. I'm not entirely sure of the name scheme now. Sierra, yeah, sure. The dragons are now back in full force. But looking good against Fagon. I won't believe that he's my true brother. My son Jaehaerys now rides a dragon too. Just need to get into this fight. Why can't I get into this one? Oh, I can go after the small remnant Stark armies again. It's interesting that the Lords of Westeros, a lot of them sided against Bran in the end anyway. Alright, let's move to Harrenhal. Maybe I just wrap this war up. Use Ghostfire. You'd think you'd get an advantage using it on Harrenhal, because it's already quite destructive. Oh, that's it anyway. So they're now dealt with. Wait, Queen Mage. Oh, she declared for my... That's so weird. Oh wait, she's got some siblings too. Oh, I guess the Buckwell had other children. Okay, so do I just go straight for King's Landing and try and snipe it? Because those other forces may be gone. I could try and take it. Just burn King's Landing. Because we're at 40% now. Because we don't hold their capital. So maybe we do that. Push down here. Take it quite quickly. Oh no, they're actually... unfortunately, there's probably still a fair few anti-dragon devices. I just saw Rhaegar then join the Grey Rats. That's annoying. Okay, let's try and take key parts in King's Landing. Okay, so they still have... We still have a force there for some reason. We need to make sure that comes down here. Alright, John's focusing on King's Landing. Maybe in hindsight I should have kept that war going because it was defensive. It gave me access to a lot of levies. Oh yeah, so Rhaegar has gone to the Citadel. That's okay. We still got heaps more in line. He's doing the old dare-on technique. Well, I guess Maester Aemon too. Taken after his great-great uncle. Corrin joins my court. Oh yeah, so we still got Crannogmen there. Yeah, geez, this war against Aegon has just gone on for so goddamn long. 43% positive now. I could also just sue for a white peace. Everything remains the same. It's just now going to be retaking those neck lands that are going to be difficult. But as you can see, we did the right strategy. We deliberately ceded territorial loss to allow the dragons to grow up, and we went from a -60 to a +30. So that's like a 90 percentile swing because we chose to do so. And we've still got a bunch of our men too. His army's cut in half. Oh, I could offer a white peace actually. Or we might even be able to get one of his daughters. Maybe we'll just wait and see. 11 years this war has gone on for. Yikes. That's so long. I'm really tempted to do it though. And then we go again at a later date. Because even if we do win, we're not going to be king upon the Iron Throne. It's just to stop them Iron Throne trying to force vassalize us. Which is just straight up annoying at the end of the day. Damn, we're also taking King's Landing at a really slow rate. I think it's got to do... Yeah, it's with the Scorpions. It's like such a risk to do it. We are chipping away at them though. Wait, it's gone to -2 now, even though we're about to take King's Landing. Ugh, far out. No, I won't promote Legend of Aegon. Stuff that right off. Jaehaerys has had a son. Well, I think we straight up call him Aegon then. So Jon's Jon's grandson, grandson will be Aegon. But the dragons are back. Jon the Devourer. Oh, it's swung back to 4 again. Yeah, we're just struggling to take it. Now it's -40 again. Yikes, okay. 9. We are dousing King's Landing in flames. Oh, come on. Not much longer now. Can we just take it? Nice. We've got King's Landing, but it hasn't really changed. House Cargyle is just sitting outside. Send off those marriage proposals again. Yeah, because what's this? Rhaegar went to the Citadel. Still got 9,000 there. I think we just need to go all the way back up north and replenish and repair, eh? Oh, this is just difficult. This war has just gone on for... Like the Valarians betrayed them, I think, maybe? No? They haven't taken King's Landing, even though we control it. We have to go north to get more troops. Oh no! Sierra died. Died of consumption. I guess we just swing down here again and try and win these. Wait. Oh, they're fighting. They're stuck fighting. Crannogman. Wait, Yara dies? Nice. Oh, but Aegon gets burnt. Oh, we caught him. And is that the end of the war? Aegon Young Griff. Incinerated by Ghostfire. King Balon 16 inherits the throne now. Oh, but why didn't that just end the war straight up? You think it would. 12 years at war, he Finally carks it. Nice. We just need to go take that territory now. You'd think they would make the war invalid. Maybe they patched that issue. But Aegon, once again, pushing up the neck, fighting is not the play. I want to just try and retake these small little pieces of territory. I've just got so many titles now too I have to deal with. Alright. Oh wait, Baelor's gonna die. Wait. Oh, why is Gendry taking the throne? That's so bizarre. Oh, I guess there was a vote? Or is he... Wait, so now we're at war with Gendry. Okay. Aegon does have plenty of more sons. Why is Gendry taking up the reins? He's gonna come up here and is he gonna die too? Oh my god, the dragons are just going to town. Sir Dorian. Oh my god. Well, this is just funny, more or less. My army's gonna run out of men though. Estermont, Connington, a bunch of Stormlanders are just gonna die to Dragonfire. Okay, so this has gone on for too long. It's like starting to bug now. 16 years. I'm nearly tempted to just make peace with Gendry. Oh, interesting. So it kept on bouncing. Like, there's no way Gendry would march north. We own King's Landing. That's just so weird. Laura, I guess. We got so many Targs now. It doesn't really matter. We've grown this house back up. We've brought it back from the brink. 52 now. I guess we just try and win. Oh. The thing is, though, we depleted the Crown land forces, but now we've got a bunch of fresh Stormlanders here that we're just wiping out. Oh wait, John's trying to get persuaded. I guess we'll try and win. The Battle of Green Bog. At least Ghostfire is getting valuable experience. Oh my god. Bunch of wilds dying there. Another Kingsguard member gone. Dracarys. This is definitely one of the longest wars I've had. This is just ridiculous. Visenya's now come of age. Nice. We've taken the banner of Westeros. That's huge. Nice. Oh, nice. The dragons are getting together. They're gonna have a clutching of eggs. Hopefully. Alright, let's move south here. It is annoying that they inherited all that territory they took, though. It's going to be nearly 20 years in this war. At least we're gaining prestige, fame, and experience. We are pruning. Oh no! Oh. Sierra Velaryon died, one of my rivals. Bernard Stark, sure. I think we've just played this war too long. I've tried my best, but we're just grinding here at the moment. I guess we're just grinding XP too. Oh no, Sansa died, 52. High five, I'm single. At least my son Jaehaerys is getting experience. Who could Jon marry? Oh yeah, can go Visenya. Oh, it was Catelyn that was meant to go to... Yeah, so maybe I marry Cat. We also got Visenya. Visenya seems better. Can I do that? Yeah, no. Okay, I was gonna say. Because Rhaegar was meant to marry Cat, but he went to the Citadel and I couldn't stop him. I can plan a funeral for Sansa in Winterfell. Actually, I might need to get rid of the widow trait. Oh. Why can't I do this? That's annoying. Okay, I'm trying to take back the territory I lost up here, but it's just taking so long. You'd think this war would like be forced to be over soon. Gendry's doing the smart thing and is just like not up here. Olwyn, sure. We're not going to have time to go with names. Oh, nice. Ghostfire actually brings a clutching of eggs. Alright, let's try and fight this one again. Wait, we actually were defeated. Oh my god. That's the first time that's happened. We fought so long up here too. More Kingsguard members. A ball died there. Interesting. Oh no, we're actually starting to lose now. Alright, well maybe we force peace. After 21 years, a white peace will be signed. And unfortunately, the Baratheons are back on the throne. Okay, so now I can have this funeral for Sansa, so I can get rid of the widowed trait, and then remarry. Alright, I'm just going to take a break there, because we've had a massive recording session here today. Alright, well, welcome back guys. This is post Simpzy after a break. Unfortunately, the game, base game of CK3 got updated. I believe a new DLC came out, and the Season 8 mod has not been updated now for like 2 weeks. So my save here is being corrupted. We can't come back to it, which is super annoying. Because I still wanted to have the chapter where we go down and take King's Landing and make Jon the king, but I feel like we did that for all intents and purposes. It's just that we physically held King's Landing. We just haven't got the title and stuff. But this was a very chaotic run. The reborn mad Jon Snow cannibal dragon riding house. It's very funny. If they do update it, we will come back to this and do another part. But if not, we'll move on to something else. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the bad Jon Snow. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.